Hi Pisces, it's the Moon Mage. Today we're going to be doing a check-in reading that's also based on this pink full moon in Libra. The current energies that are heightened right now focuses on relationships, both romantic and platonic, as well as this being a time for creating more balance and harmony and peace in our lives. So if this reading does resonate, please remember to like, subscribe, or comment down below. It would be so greatly appreciated. And let's just jump right into this reading. So for you, Pisces, how can you achieve personal balance at this time? How can Pisces achieve personal balance at this time? How can Pisces achieve personal balance at this time? Three of Pentacles. How can Pisces improve their current relationships with others? How can Pisces improve their current relationships with others? How can Pisces improve their current relationships with others? We have Five of Wands in reverse. How can Pisces bring more beauty into their own life? How can Pisces bring more beauty into their own life? Nine of Swords. What do Pisces need to release from their life? What do Pisces need to relieve from their life? We have the World. Which situation can they bring forgiveness to right now? Which situation can Pisces bring forgiveness to right now? The Emperor. And what other advice would they benefit from at this time? So what other advice would Pisces benefit from at this time? King of Wands. The bottom of the deck we have Ten of Wands. Pisces, I think that this is great energy to be in. I think that you have come a long way where you have really struggled with your emotions and your fear-based thoughts. And I think that you have come to a place right now where you can no longer continue living your life that way. I think that you're at a point where you no longer want to be so defensive and you don't want to push people away. You're trying to really get rid of these toxic ways of being, these toxic behaviors, this old lifestyle. You just don't want anything to do with it anymore. You're so exhausted and tired of being unhappy. And I think that you have been facing a lot of regrets or guilt maybe for your past reactions to certain situations, to people who, you know, had your best intentions, but you didn't know how to receive it because you were too fear-based or just not in the most mature state to really be able to accept that kind of generosity or support from another person. I think that you've been running away from your your higher self, from your more spiritual self, from your calling. I think that you've been running away for a long time, and I think that now is an opportunity for you to really own your power. You know, this is a great opportunity for you to be in a healthier energy. You know, instead of this Emperor reverse, you're more confident and loyal, and you possess great leadership, you know, and you take action with from a place of that is more stable within you and authentic, and you know, you have more integrity. That is all such great news. I think that you're more open to working with others instead of thinking that everybody's trying to work against you or everybody is against you. And I think that these are very old conditioned ways of thinking because of maybe childhood traumas or just, you know, things that may have been threatened you from a very young age, that you learned to create a defense mechanism or like some kind of wall and between you and other people to protect yourself from experiencing that kind of pain or heartache again. And I think that you are like really closing off a chapter in your life that you no longer want to live. You're over this. You're over this kind of self-sabotaging, deprecating kind of energy, you know? I think that you have experienced a lot of pain and mental anguish and suffering, but a lot of that was your own doing. You know, yes, people have betrayed you. Yes, people have proven their untrustworthiness. But a lot of that has to do with your mental state. So you believing that you can't trust anybody has brought in more reasons for you not to trust them, you know? And I think that you're learning to really work with your emotions in a way that is more powerful and that is true to who you really are. I think that you have probably put up a mask or some kind of facade for a long time just because you didn't want people to see how vulnerable you really felt or who you really are. You probably ran away from people or experiences that in the past have tried to really reveal that true version of you, but you didn't want that to be exposed at that time, so you kind of maybe you ghosted people or ran away from those situations, and now you are at a place where maybe you're regretting some of those actions, because those people and opportunities that you ran away from because you left so you wouldn't be left kind of situation, or you hurt people before they can hurt you kind of thing, that has proven that nothing other than, you know, people are going to hurt you regardless of whether, I mean, there are people that are in your life that can hurt you. Anybody can hurt you, is what I'm saying. And by pushing away people that you are potentially good for you before they can hurt you, that's not really doing you any service, positive service. You know, that's really just keeping the good opportunities and people from you because of what, you don't feel worthy, or you didn't feel worthy, or like you, or deserving. You are worthy and deserving of experiencing that kind of love and support and acceptance, you know. And I think it's taken you a long time to really show yourself the love that you deserve, and understand how special you are. Because I think that you're meant to be this leader, and people do look up to you and do see your light, and you're like almost like this chosen one. And you've known this from a very long time, but you didn't know how to handle that kind of pressure, and so you took the long way around kind of thing. You took like the lesser route, the one that was self-destructive in a lot of ways. And honestly, you're destined to succeed, and you're destined to be this leader. And I think that you're finally aligning with that knowing and accepting that destiny. I think that you're becoming more in tune with your spiritual being. I think that you've probably experienced some kind of dark night of the soul recently that made you realize that this is not who you want to be anymore. You're evolving into somebody who's more confident. Your talents and your gifts. You're learning to trust the universe and what they have to offer you. You're learning what it means to take care of yourself and your inner being, and to feel worthy, and to really own your power and take control of your life. And that is something to really celebrate, okay? Pisces, I think that it's taken you a long time to get to this point. But I do think that you are realizing that you're meant for so much more, that you have a calling here on earth. And no matter how long it's taken you to get to this place of knowing, it's meant for you. And it's not really going anywhere. You just have to accept it and own it, and own your power, okay? You are a natural born leader. You were chosen for this role, and you have to go with it. You have to accept it. You have to take ownership of it and be your true self. I think you've been so afraid to be your true self. But this is a new cycle, okay? Or, this is an opportunity to let this old toxic behaviors and immaturity go. It's not serving you anymore, okay? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. We are going to get some oracle cards to end this reading. Pisces, what are some guidance or advice that you can give Pisces at this time? Guidance or advice we can give Pisces. Stillness. So much of life can be missed when we don't take time to be still. Still your body and your mind. Without judgment, just observe what is happening around you. Neither your opinion nor participation is necessary at this time. Okay, so just like be still with your thoughts and try not to overanalyze things or self-sabotage. Just like be in the moment as best as you can. Meditate if you need to, or do breathing techniques. Just try to become comfortable in your own energy. I don't think that you were always comfortable with yourself. We have potential. Are you living up to your highest potential? This is the time to step out of your comfort zone. Take on that new endeavor. You will never know until you try. Taking the first step can be scary, but don't let fear hold you back. You have so much potential, and you know this. And you know you haven't been living up to it. You are great, but you can be greater, is what I just heard. So, like, I think everybody around you has seen it and has probably told you, but you didn't believe it. And so it's just taken you a long time to get to this point. But take responsibility, for your life. Take control. Personal responsibility must be taken, okay? You created the situation and now you must deal with it. Like the swallow, both parents take responsibility of caring for their young. There can be no resolution if it is pawned off on someone else. So, I think that you have to hold yourself accountable for where you are right now and what you are lacking in life right now, because you have created the situation that you're in based off of your actions and your thoughts. And so by taking ownership and responsibility over this and being accountable for your past actions and for your future actions and making conscious decisions to better your life and live healthier and choose healthier choices or decisions, you're going to start creating healthier opportunities and new opportunities. Okay, but you have to really be mature enough to take responsibility and really own up to your potential and fulfill it. You have so much that you can offer this world and so much that you can, and so many gifts that you can show off. But you're the only person holding yourself back. And so until you realize that and until you admit that to yourself, you're not going to really go anywhere. Okay? So choose yourself, choose self-love, choose thoughts that are beneficial to you and more in alignment with where you want to be and how happy do you want to be, kind of thing. You got to really take responsibility for that and start consciously make decisions, deliberate decisions that will bring this kind of new opportunity and new life into fruition. Okay, Pisces? So that's what I have for you at this time. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please consider liking and subscribing or commenting down below and letting me know. It would be very much appreciated. And I look forward to doing a reading for you all again soon during the next lunar cycle. So until then, Pisces.